Maggie Beers, Assistant Vice President for Teaching and Learning, and I oversee CEETL, the Center for Equity and Excellence in Teaching and Learning.
And I'm Kathy Kudlick, Director of the Paul K. Longmore Institute on Disability and a Professor of History.
I'm Avi Chandiramani. I'm the Interim Associate Director of the Disability Programs and Resource Center.
The Longmore Institute, one of the things that we use in our kind of teaching toolkit is universal design in learning, because it opens up new ways of teaching and new ways of thinking about students and making students with disabilities a force for creativity and change rather than just like, oh, well, we got to accommodate those people. It makes them central to the learning and teaching experience in a really exciting and innovative way.
So we feel that UDL focuses on helping all types of learners, and that includes those with disabilities. We believe UDL goes hand in hand on accessibility because they both aim to increase learning access and reduce barriers for students.
So we are deeply committed to providing equitable learning opportunities for all of our students so that all of our students, especially students with disabilities, can experience success in their learning. Obviously, we all get along very well. We're all committed to the same social justice philosophy and strategies. And so we do work together very, very closely.
Right. And so the Longmore Institute, we love supporting CEETL and the DPRC by, being a place where students and faculty and staff and anybody can come. We have a wonderful library and a couch and places to be where you can kind of decompress and understand that disability isn't just this service thing and a stressful thing and a whatever, but it's this, opportunity to bond and to create community and to connect in ways you wouldn't expect.
DPRC partners with Longmore Institute on many initiatives and events across campus that directly or indirectly support universal design for learning. And we also support them by providing captioning for their events, which we know helps UDL. Mm-hmm. In terms of CEETL, DPRC partners with CEETL on, trainings and resources, consultations that support faculty as it relates to accessibility of their courses and course content. We want to ensure that faculty are aware of how to meet accessibility requirements, which again supports UDL.
So CEETL looks to the Longmore Institute for our guidance on the philosophy and the history and the advocacy related to supporting people with disabilities and disability rights. And we look to DPRC for guidance on any of the legislative requirements or the actual provisioning of reasonable accommodations. But CEETL's goal is really to make sure that students don't have to actually even ask for these accommodations. We want to make the learning experience seamless, not only for our students with disabilities, but for all of our students. And what we know about universal design for learning is that not only does it provide a pathway or an entryway for students to be successful, it also helps all students by reinforcing different ways of learning, different ways of expression, and different ways of acting upon what they've learned.
A lot of faculty tend to approach universal design or any kind of disability related aspects of their teaching. They tend to think of it as something like, oh my God, I've got to get it right, or I've got to be, I've got to be compliant. I have to follow the rules and all of that stuff. But really, it's not just about compliance. That's a piece of it, but that's the bottom floor. The other part is really bringing in, your creativity and calling on yourself to say, well, why do I do things the way I do them? Why do I, put this assignment up in this way? Maybe there's another way to do it. And that's kind of cool. It's kind of liberating. And disability gives you the excuse to actually say, if a tail comes into your photo frame, you should, use it and weave it into the conversation, weave it into the teaching, all of that. So, it's just part of teaching. It's really fluid and fun and interesting. And disability is just another little piece of the mosaic.
And back to your point, Kathy, about it being easy. I mean, something as simple as recording your lectures is going to help all your students, right? Because say a student has an accommodation for note-taking. Well, if you're recording your lectures and posting it, there is no need for note-taking because the student can always go back and refer to the lecture and take their notes. And it also helps all the students in your course. What if the student was, not fully there, present in the class, and, they're going through something and they weren't ready to actually absorb the information? Well, they can go back later and replay the lecture and get the information they need. So again, it's going to help everyone, not just students with disabilities.
That's an interesting point you make, Kathy, about that universal design for learning can be liberating. I think it's also the idea of letting go as faculty members. What I find about universal design for learning is that it puts the choices in the hands of the students. And so our role as faculty is to provide those multiple choices. I think that's just a question is to ask, what choices and opportunities and variety can I provide for my students? Multiple ways to access this content, multiple ways to show me what they've learned. Thank you so much for signing up and putting in the time. We're so grateful for the dedication that you are showing, commitment to social justice and supporting our students with disabilities.
Thank you, faculty, so much for taking this course and learning more about UDL and accessibility in general. We really appreciate your support for our students.
You all are awesome. You're taking this course, you're doing it on your own time, and you're learning these new skills. And this is just great. Thank you for doing it. And go. You can, and we're all here to answer any of your questions, and just keep at it. It's some of the stuff's intimidating and some of it will be intuitive, and it's just all about learning and learning for your students, learning for us. It's awesome. So congratulations on getting this far, even if this is at the very beginning of the